Hey everyone, welcome back to the Data Crunch podcast. I'm Vadym from the OWOX team, and today we're diving into a topic that doesn't always get the spotlight, but it really should. We're talking about data lineage, what it is, why it matters, and how to actually use it to make better decisions and avoid those classic "where did this number even come from" moments. With me today is Ruslan, head of product here at OWOX. Ruslan, welcome back to the podcast.
Hey Vadym, great to be back here. And yeah, data lineage is one of those things that can seem a bit, technical or abstract at first. But once you understand it, you realize it's a backbone of trustworthy analytics. It's what connects your raw data to your reports, dashboards, and decisions. Without it, everything starts to fall apart.
Yeah, exactly. And before we dig in, quick reminder, if you're finding value in these episodes, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube or follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you're tuning in from. We drop new episodes every Thursday packed with real stories, practical advice, and maybe a few data horror stories too. Alright, let's set the scene a bit. When we say data lineage, what are we really talking about?
Well, in simple terms, data lineage is the story of your data. It's tracking the full journey, where it comes from, what transformation it goes through, and what it ends up. So when a metric looks weird in your dashboard, data lineage helps you to trace it back, step by step, to find out what went wrong or who changed what.
Yeah, I see. So it's like turning on the lights in a dark room. Suddenly, you can see the flow, not just the final number.
Exactly. And that visibility is what makes it so powerful. It's not just about debugging. It also supports governance, compliance, transparency, and better decisions.
Alright, let's zoom out for a second. Why does data lineage matter so much in the first place? Is it about avoiding errors?
Yes, errors are a big part of it. But let me break down the bigger picture. There are 5 big reasons I'd call out. First up, regulatory pressure. With frameworks like GDPR and CCPA and industry-specific standards, organizations are being asked to show their work to prove where data came from and how it was handled. The next big one, transparency. Everyone from analysts to execs need to trust the data they're seeing. If they don't know where it came from or how it was processed, they will start second guessing every dashboard. Then there is troubleshooting. When something breaks, and let's be honest, it will. Lineage helps you trace the issue back to its source and make it fast. Save hours of debugging. Governance is another one. Data lineage aligns everyone, analytics, marketing, engineering, around shared rules and responsibilities. Who owns what? What gets tracked? What is the standard? And finally, decision making. When you know your data is clean and traceable, you can make decisions with confidence. No more, I'm not sure if we can trust this metric during, board meetings.
Yeah, Ruslan, that hits the nail on the head. Now, I know a lot of teams are probably thinking, cool, but what does this look like in the real world? Can we give some practical use cases here?
Yep, sure. Let's say you've got a weird number on a report, like revenue suddenly dropping to 0. With a lineage, you can trace it back through each transformation and find out where the issue happened. Maybe it was a change in a SQL script. Maybe the source table wasn't updated. That's, root cause analysis, and it's so much faster with the lineage. Another one is deprecating unused columns. You can see exactly which reports or pipelines are using them or not, so you can clean up safely without breaking anything. Or think about data retention. If you can see how data flows and what it's used for, you can make smarter decisions about how long to keep it. And make sure you are not hoarding sensitive data unnecessarily.
Yeah, there are a few things that feel small, but they add up. And when you don't have Lineage in place, your data debt just grows.
Totally. It's one of those things where a little effort upfront saves you a ton of pain later.
Alright, let's talk about what trips teams up. Lineage sounds simple, but it's not always easy. What are some common challenges?
Good question. There are a few that stand out. One is granularity. Some teams go way too deep and make things overly complex, while others track too little and miss the context. So the trick is to track what matters, not every little change, but enough to tell the story. Another big one is standardization. If different teams use different names or rules, your lineage gets moody. So aligning formats and metadata is key. Then there is tool chaos. You've got data flying in from warehouses, APIs, spreadsheets, it's chaos. You need some platform that can connect those dots, And lastly, timeliness. If your lineage isn't up to date, it's as bad as not having it at all. Automating updates is a must.
Yeah, for sure. It's amazing how many of those platforms come back to one core thing: people.
Yeah, exactly. The tech is there, but the culture, that's the hard part. You need governance, ownership, and ongoing collaboration to make Lineage stick.
Yeah, and by the way, the tech landscape isn't exactly simple either. You've got a dozen tools between data ingestion and final dashboards.
Yeah, each handoff is a risk. And unless you've got Lineage stitched across the entire pipeline, you are flying blind.
Yeah, I see. So, what can teams actually do to fix this? Let's talk solutions.
Totally. Let's be honest. There is no magic button. But here is where I would start. First, automate lineage tracking. Do not rely on humans to document every transformation. Tools can do this way better. The second one, track multiple types of lineage. Not just, technical steps, but also business rules and operational flows. That's how you connect what is happening in SQL to what the business sees. The third one, I'd say, make lineage visible. Put it in front of the people who use the data. The more accessible it is, the more people will care. And the last but not least, align it to real goals. Lineage isn't a vanity project tied to things like faster debugging, cleaner compliance audits, or less time wasted chasing data issues.
Yeah, that sounds like a solid checklist. What tools would you recommend for teams starting out?
I'd start with what you already use. Google BigQuery, for example, has Lineage features built in now, and Google Dataplex offers, interactive graphs to visualize all the dependencies. If you want something more advanced, look into Manta, Alation, Calibra, or Atlan. But honestly, for a lot of teams, Dataplex plus good governance is more than enough.
Alright, I'm curious, what does good governance actually mean in this context?
Well, it means having clear roles, standards, and accountability. Who owns what dataset? What is the rule for naming fields? How often do we audit? It's about building, a shared responsibility model where Lineage isn't just a data team thing, it's everyone's job.
So, final thoughts. If someone's listening right now and thinking, okay, we want to get better at this, but where should they start?
Start by mapping out just one important report. Figure out where the data comes from, what transformations happen, and where it goes. From there, build some habits. Document transformations, standardize naming, assign ownership. And remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's progress.
Yes, that's a great takeaway, Ruslan. If you want to see some of this in action, visit owoks.com and start using OWOKSBI for free today. You can also check out OWOKS Reports extension for Google Sheets. It helps you connect directly to BigQuery and bring that visibility into everyday reports. No SQL required. And if your team is ready to level up your Lineage game, give us a shout. We're here to help.
Yeah, data doesn't have to be mysterious. With the right tools and habits, it can be clear, reliable, and genuinely helpful.
Yes, thanks again, Ruslan, and thanks to everyone listening. If you've enjoyed the episode, subscribe, share it with a teammate, and let us know in the comments below how you're thinking about Lineage in your own work. We'll catch you guys in next time on the Data Crunch podcast.